Looking for sick merch? Well, MTGGoldfishMerch.com's got you. With this tee, remind everyone misery is back.
This programming is rated R for rad. This content's only for serial chillers. If my decks or playstyle makes you mad, haters can stay mad and touch grass. Salty Gamers requires accompanying parent or adult. Yo, what's up? This video's been brought to you by Card Kingdom. Welcome back to another episode of Single Scoop. This week, we're going to use the Mobilize engine and stay in Boros with a bunch of fun cards like Arabella, Hired Claw. You could probably figure Skrelv and, Sky Knight Squire, War Leader's Call. All these cards are great just because of the Stadium Headliner. And we play a lot of things like Stadium Headliner. And when I say that, I mean, again, Mobilize. So we have Voice of Victory as well, because the tokens that it's going to produce is going to synergize with War Leader's Call, Shocking Sharpshooter, as you could see here. A new card from Tarkir, which is whenever another creature you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent. So it's going to be a bunch of Impact Tremor pings. And because we're pinging people already, right now we got to slow those Prowess decks down and the Izzet ones. We use Magebane Lizard, which is a 1/4, so it's not easy to just shock down or deal 3 damage to. It's a 1/4 for 2 mana, which is really nice. Because on top of that, whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, Magebane Lizard deals damage to that player equal to the number of non-creature spells they've cast that turn. So they have to have the bounce spell or the 5 mana shock spell that deals 4 if you kicker it, right? They got to have it right then and there, or else they just start stacking up triggers. And if Magebane stacks enough triggers, they'll most likely die. And then if they kill all our stuff, we'll bring it all back with Raise the Past. I am a little skeptical of Raise the Past, but I think we need 1 or 2 just as a way to bring back stuff after they've been blown up. But we'll see, because everything exiles, everything goes under temporary lockdown, and or there's just a ton of graveyard hate. So I don't want to have too many copies of this card. But yeah, let's see how we do in the best of 1 ladder with this deck. This is a little awkward. I'm on the draw. Will I get enough white sources? I don't believe. Okay, this is somewhat more playable, so sure. Let's run it. Gas Guzzler. All right, shenanigans are about to happen. I'm seeing Gas Guzzler. Start Your Engines is probably going to come into play here. What are they doing over there? Okay, Aristocrats. Solid. I'm going to play Voice of Victory. Hang back. Oh, no, not the Hound. Okay. I'm going to play with the Moogle. Yeah. A little more damage? Am I missing something? Oh, right. They're going to reanimate everything. I didn't hit the land I wanted, unfortunately. I guess, you know what? I may as well get the Draining card out of here. And then I'll pass. I gain some of the life back. They don't get to drain me of any nonsense. Snarling Gorehound, that's fine. Elesil Core is a problem. Okay. What are the odds they actually have more removal, though? I'm going to give it Hexproof from black. Can't be blocked by black creatures as well. We at least gain 3 life back, so the 2 life that we paid to Skrelv is fine. They're taking all of that damage. Shocker. Did I have an... actually, yeah, I think next turn I win. Just simply by pumping with Monster Rages or whatever. Okay, yeah, you got it. They'll gain some life back, unfortunately. But they can't block still, so love that. They're going to absolutely love this next turn. I'll give it Hexproof from black. Can't be blocked by it. Yada, yada, yada. Sure. Deal some damage back to you. I mean, they have to block, right? That's just a given. And while they figure out how they're going to do their blocks, we have them dead anyways. Okay. Perfect. And that is more than enough. I've got a 1-drop, 2-drop. I got to just draw a white source. I got to believe. Well, now I definitely gotta believe. Come on, give me a white source. Okay, that sucks, but I took that risk. Let's see if I can get out of this. Because I need a white source to fire off this Helix really bad. Okay, block the Swift Spear. Wow, so good at this game. All right, I did it. What do I do here, actually? If I play and I swing, what does that do for me, if anything at all? You know what? I'm going for it. Let's go ahead and get in there for 2. Okay. I want to see if I can get them to burn a little bit of something. A little bit of something on their side of the board. I got a 1-3, so I can block one of these 2-2s. Okay. Okay, I gotta just send some damage in, right? Because, I mean, as of right now, I got nothing else. I wish I had another white source, I'll admit, but I don't know what I'm going to do about that anyways, other than just hope I find one. Please, deck, give me a white source. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and swing in. Sure. I think they definitely have... Yeah, okay. Screaming Nemi, that's good. Okay. Am I dead here? I go to 7, right? Yeah. Yes. Okay. How do I go about this? If I swing, that's not enough to kill them. I think I'm going to just try to send in the hired claw here. Screaming Nemesis, the sequel. I don't know if that... So let me get this right. Block here. Block here. Block here. Block here. Actually, I don't even have to block there. I can just take 6 exactly on the dot right now. Sure. Take 6. Go to 1. Love that. May as well. Sure. Little too control-y, so I got to mulligan this one. This is much better. I think. I'll just keep the mana, because getting to 4 mana is kind of hard to do, so sure. Here I go. Alright, I'll go ahead and play Magebane Lizard. Right, just get the train going now. I'm going to go ahead and play Voice of Victory, so they don't get to do anything like that's too weird on my turn. Sure. So they don't get to deal any damage. Remove my lizard as long as I have Voice of Victory out. Sure, they'll take 1. Yes. I'll go ahead and take 1 from playing, from using my Battlefield Forge. I guess. Or no, sorry, from my Magebane Lizard. Uh-huh. So they're down to 4. Am I dead? Because they could easily board wipe. I guess I don't know how. They're in Gruul. Oh, Kona, nice. Thank you. Okay, so is it like Portal? It's got to be like Portal, right? Nice. All right. So card in the graveyard. That's always good to see. I'll just go to combat. Turns out, Magebane Lizard will still do some work, and that I do like. All right. This looks kind of actually awesome right now, so I'm going to keep this. We're the headliner. Look at this. We've got 3 stadium headliners. This is kind of nuts. All right, we're going to get burnt immediately. Okay, hired claw from the opponent. Not the end of the world for me here. Think if I go like... What is it? Double stadium headliner? It'll be fine. Because then next turn, I'll follow it up, play Sky Knight Squire, right? Swing out, and then just have like the most massive Sky Knight Squire. They have to leave up mana here. All right, so we got to burst lightning out of the opponent. Sure. Do they have another one? Looks like they do. Okay, they do. Swing on in, swing on in. No blocks, no blocks. You got it. You'll love to see that, though, right? Because now they've sunk all this time in, and I'll just go ahead and start pinging them next turn, right? All right. This is pretty good. Okay, so I have a 3/3 Sky Knight Squire currently. If I get to attack with double Stadium Headliner, they are going to have to deal with a very big Sky Knight Squire. But if they have a Lightning Strike, which they did, that's extremely unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Okay, sure. Yeah. Let's get in there. Uh-huh. Man, they had the burn spell there for my Sky Knight Squire. Unfortunate. Okay, so let's see. This is not the worst, right? Because I can still swing past a lot here from my opponent. So if I pump this, this makes it a lot harder for my opponent to do things to my my sharpshooter. Okay, so they'll have to spend another point of burn on him, which at that point I can live with. I'm not blocking, right? That's a given. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 6. Okay. They don't have any more burn, right? Trample, reach. That's only 4, 6. So sure. I want them to fear the removal here, right? I guess this will cost me 1 to blow up. That puts me down to 3. I go down to 2 here. Okay, I think I have to pop the Stadium Headliner here. Sure. If they have a shock, I'm dead. Oh, wow, they had it all. Good game. This is the perfect start I'm looking at here, so sure. I got the Stadium Headliner. Go into Voice of Victory. See how much fun I can get into with that. All right, see a black mana. All right, naturally, sure. So black-white. I'm going to lead off with some good old Voice of Victory. Nice Grim Bobble right there. Oh, man, I had the Headliner, too. Okay. Hopeless Nightmare. You got it. Yeah, this is totally Pixie, so I'll pitch the other Voice of Victory. Yes, let's just go combat. All right, in we go for 3. Temporary lockdown. Sure. Hang back and pass for a turn. That's insane. Okay, I hope I don't draw any of my, I guess any of my Raise the Pass. Yeah, why not? All right, you got anything? They have 5 mana, Nurturing Pixie. Okay, so what are they going to return back? Sure. You got it. All right, temporary lockdown will trigger again. I need to not give them the option to bounce more nonsense back, so all right, here you go. Have at it. This is interesting because I don't think I want to leave this out, but I might have to. So here you go. Sure. No blocks. All right. Let's hope they don't have cut down. Yes. Perfect. Pass. Okay. Oops, I didn't block. That's on me. That's on me. Sure. No need to do anything until I can pop Brutal Cathar, or I mean Cathar Commando. Okay. Oh shoot, no! I only have 3 creatures after this. Oops. Oops. That's bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oops, I didn't even have to crack that card. That was on me. Rest in peace. I mean, despite me messing up there, we're just going to ignore that, by the way. Never happened. They animate, so okay, that's fine. I take 3, go down to 4. Easy. Oh, so awkward. That's only 2 mana. Got a mulligan. Sure. All right, I'll just try this. I'll pass. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Okay. I drew a 1-drop. I do wish I still had the Shocking Sharpshooter, though. What does this mean for us? What are they doing? Are they bouncing? Cash grab. Okay. Eddie Mert Crab. You got it. Let's make the Eddie Mert Crab a little more annoying to play. I'm going to play Voice of Victory now, post-combat. So they can't just do it on my turn. Okay, Beans, you got it. Come on, deck. Once it goes to my turn, it'll feel nice, but yeah, no. All right, here I go again. Really making sure that we lock down my turn. They now have to fight through 2 voices to get through, to start casting on my turn. Otherwise, Eddie Mert Crab taps on their, they have to play it on their turn, and, like, I don't care about that. I mean, they could play Tolarian Terror with 1 more instant in the graveyard. Okay. Okay, so they're going to play... This town ain't big enough to bounce back my first Voice of Victory. Play Storm Chaser's talent. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they got an Otter out. They got a second Otter out. They're taking 3 here. I love that. Okay, hold on. Are they dead? Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, they're gonna make me have it. GG's. I'm gonna keep this. This is kind of funny if just like a lizard starting open. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're gonna do some convoking stuff, aren't they? All right. Okay, High Noon. Kind of unfortunate. Sure. Let's go in. Okay, I'll pump, because why not? Let's get it out of the way now. Make it so that if they do cast a temporary lockdown, they don't get easy value. All right, I got to get my card out of range of a Lightning Helix, so... Uh-huh. Get lost, sure. I guess I get to use my mana. Yeah, I'll keep that, why not? Actually, I may throw that one away as I think about it. Now I have a 3/4. Out of range of a like an annoying Lightning Helix or Elspeth Smite. They've got to just hit me with actual damage here. Or a real removal spell. Lay Down Arms works. Sure. I might blow up my own Sharpshooter if it doesn't get to hit the graveyard. If, like, they exile it or something. I guess we'll blow that up. Why not? All right. Let's go burning. Or as much as I can. I have a Magebane Lizard, which is kind of nice. I do like that. Lauren of the Third Path does pick off my Skrelv here. Unfortunately, little guy's just an artifact. Okay, what do they tuck away? Dust Animus. Good lord. All right. All right, Dust Animus, sure. It's a 4/5, so that's going to look pretty good here. Heck, that might even be a 5/6 if they hit the right targets. Yep, Carrot Cake, that's a good target. Leave that on top. Crack the map again, maybe? Drew another land on top of that? I don't know if I like that. Boy. All right, I got to just do this. Wait, hold on. I don't think they wanted to do that, but all right, I'll allow it, I guess. Thank you. Yep, there they go. Now they see the issue, right? All right. At least they still have their Dust Animus, so they'll be okay. Question is, do they want to give me more cards? Well, that was a really good draw for me. Sure. They're going to clock me in the air. Looks like they will. Dust Animus is cool, though. I dig it as a card, so have at it. Face is taking 5. You gain 5. 17 all. Carrot Cake. Unfortunately, they no longer have High Noon, so they can fire off a ton of different spells now, which makes me a little sad, but whatever. Yes. I'll swing with everybody but the Skrelf. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I've got to do this. I'll take 2 now. This turn hurt me a lot more than it hurt them, I think. Perfect. Enduring Innocence. That's pretty good. Carrot Cake. All right, they're going to take 1. Sure. What am I going to do here? I'm just kind of sitting around and doing nothing. All attack. Leave back Skrelv. Sure. They like what they have on top. That doesn't make me feel good. I mean, I'm definitely going to just keep clocking them. That's all I can do right now. So Enduring Innocence is going to gain them 2 more life, which is extremely unfortunate, but what are you going to do? So they're going to clock me for 7. Interesting. Do they have a Lightning Helix? I'm dead if they have a Helix. Sure. So they gain 7 back. I'm at 2. Yup, Enduring Innocence. That's obviously really good here. How can I get some more damage through? I've got nothing right now. All right, let's try this. I'm going to put white as one of the protection colors. Uh-huh. I mean, I just got to keep swinging, right? Sure. Can't stop that either. So they win this if they've got it, which they did, right? They had the Werefox Bodyguard. No way I'm stopping that. Good game. Oh, this is exactly the opener I want right now, so give me this. I am loving this. 1 in 2. We go Headliner. Headliner's got Mobilized 1, and I could sack it to, deal some damage to creatures, yada, yada, yada. But then I got Shocking Sharpshooter, right? So we love that. I do have to be mindful now that because I've seen a red-white land, this is probably just Boros. So I need to make sure I keep a body to get rid of a temporary lockdown. All right. They're just going to Twin Maw Stormbrood, my little guy. All right. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Here's to hoping. I know I said I needed to keep up some mana for lockdown, but right now just hitting for 2 is not enough. So really got to get Arabella out there. Oh, never mind. I guess they had an answer to that as well. Okay. What about this? War Leader's Call's not bad. That's like it's a harder to interact with version of our Sharpshooter. Okay, they're just going to play Monk. I think I'm going to just go with playing Sheltered by Ghost, take off the Sage of the Skies. Let's go swinging. That's 5 damage at my opponent. Is there a purpose for me to do anything now? No, not really. I may as well wait. Sure. Geological Appraiser. What are you trying to get with this? I mean, I guess you'll just... This is good enough, right? Just remove your Geological Appraiser. I don't have to deal with whatever Atali's favor is. Play a body and let's go to town. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed that, check out this video where I use Fangkeeper's Familiar and do the self-bounce package just to continuously play Fangkeeper's Familiar and a bunch of other funny Sultai bounce stuff.